Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And I saw they had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. On third down, Blackwell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cougars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it down to the 28. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021? That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd down now. Blackwell, 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Blackwell. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackwell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Blackwell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. the gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down now, Blackwell, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Blackwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
on first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On second down, Blackwell, and he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And the Bills getting set to go. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, has still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. Next, we head off to check out another game. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Dreadnoughts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 2nd and 3. He finds his man complete. That's Lopez. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Hands it off out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Blackwell. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle they go. Blackwell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Blackwell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down now. Blackwell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cougars are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. He finds his man complete. That's Lopez. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Second and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
the middle they go. Blackwell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
2nd and 13. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Blackwell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cougars look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete.
Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run on first down. Blackwell. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bills are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Lopez. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lopez. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now he's got it, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Blackwell, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.